This is Elena from the Boardish onboarding team. And in our third session on how to use Boardish IT and cyber terminology, we're looking at how to get you quickly engaged at decision maker level for faster decision making. Like we discussed before, knowing the terminology of business risk is already a great stepping stone to get you into the boardroom. But when it comes to discussing regulations, this can be particularly difficult to quantify. In this section, we'll discuss regulation loss, which is the financial impact to the organization in the event of it being hit by regulation fines or implications as a result of a threat or combinations of threats to the organization. It's only recently, in the last few years, that regulations have become a real cyber threat. And this is because of the increasing importance on data protection, new laws and regulations being put in place. From a business perspective, regulations loss can cause potentially devastating financial impact for an organization, and it's one of the reasons that decision makers will be more engaged with you if you can relate technology and regulations loss into actionable and quantifiable figures. In this example, I will be focusing on the General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR, so let's look at some of the insights from our Boardish ecosystem on GDPR regulation loss. GDPR is a huge subject, but in a nutshell, your organization is responsible for protecting the personally identifiable information, PII, of European citizens. No matter where your business is based, as a company, you need to do your best effort to protect this information and handle it correctly. The consequences can be fines up to 20 million euros or up to 4% of your annual global turnover from the previous year, whichever is greater from the two. We have seen that the GDPR is a huge catalyst for cyber professionals to get their budgets approved, because when you quantify 4% from the business turnover as the potential loss, you will definitely get the year of the board. GDPR is such a strict regulation that encompasses everything from consent to contact and data handling, not just data leaks or breaches, which is why it's important to have technological measures and protection in place. It also usually means that probability versus cost argument doesn't work because customers, clients, and the public can report mishandling of data or potential breaches. So what do we recommend? Our tips are straightforward. Quantify the maximum fine to your organization and focus on the following threats: data breach, data leakage, ransomware. Ransomware is already becoming a weaponized GDPR tool. If they can encrypt your files, they can also leak them, and we've seen in previous reports a very clear link between ransomware and regulations loss threats. Align the cost of the risk with other Boardish risk vectors such as market loss, salary loss, and work days loss to show your board the relative cost impact and why regulations loss must be taken seriously. Quantify the full solution cost, not just the cost of the tools, but time as well. You can do this fully using our Boardish app and break down your solutions fully. Currently, Boardish only supports GDPR impact, but our roadmap in the future aims to support the CCPA, HIPAA, PCI, DSS, and hopefully many more regulations as well. See you soon in the next video where we're looking at market loss. Thanks, Elena from the Boardish onboarding team.